Hello folks and welcome to Thoughts of Dragon Ball Super. This is episode 59, and yes, I know I've been busy. I know last week nothing was showing. Who gives a care anymore? But still, it turns out that I don't have to do a twofer because 60 is not even out yet. So I can actually do recap and catch up. Anyways, what happens first is, of course, the recap. If you haven't seen it, there's another video previously for this one that most likely people should already have seen, but if you haven't seen, well, there you go. It's right there in the annotations. Anyways, we're now to where we got this, and someone majorly spoiled this episode for me. They had to spoil it for me. But anyways, let's continue on. Anyways, Zamasu enters with tea and a big grin on his face. But he sees everyone's there. He sees Goku, Beerus, Supreme Kai, and Whis there, and he's like, wonder why they are here. Why in the world are you here? In his mind. And then he greets them and asks, what's your business here? And Goasu tells them they came to see him. He's like, oh? And, well, they actually, instead of doing the whole investigative thing, because they have to lie, because if he's onto them, that's going to be a major problem. Kind of a major problem. But even so, they decide to lie and say Goku wanted to fight him again. And Goku's like, what? No, that's not how it goes. And of course, Beerus has to smack some sense into him. So Whis gives Goasu, wait, oops, sorry, I was skipping. Zamasu is glad to actually fight him. Yeah, he was like, okay, we can fight. And then Beerus is like, no, it's tea time. We should not disturb you. So they all, in quotations, leave. And Goku's like, we're leaving already? And of course, you know what happened with Beerus. Beerus actually has to shut him up. So Whis gave some sweets to Goasu. That's where I accidentally did whatever. Anyways, yeah, Goasu thanks them. They leave. Beerus has Goku by the arm. He has to pull him away because it's like, we're leaving already? I thought we were going to confrontate him. But instead, no. So they go a little bit distance away and they talk. They talk about Zamasu and the plot of, yeah, he's going to kill him. He's going to gotta kill Goasu. And they said, we can't go unless we have evidence that he actually will kill him. So they have no choice but to watch from afar. And that's what they did. Zamasu apparently served some unusual green-colored tea. And they all watch in suspense. Which is like, yeah, so he might have poisoned the tea. But I don't think that Goasu actually would be that smart to do it. But on the other hand, you know. Anyways, meanwhile with that, we have, in the future, Black is thinking about Goku. And Zamasu is actually enjoying some tea that most likely he made. So they talk. Yeah, they actually talk about stuff. And basically it's just very trivial. The fact that they're like, oh, you're just like me. And Black's like, I love this Super Saiyan power. And Zamasu's like, immortality is great, isn't it? And now they eventually talk about the whole zero humanity plan that, yes, is going on without a hitch. We're pretty soon about to conquer everything. Now we go to the underground, where May actually has no idea how long they can hold until they return and defeat them, and they can finally actually go back to the surface world. So we have the two kids from the previous one that was scared of Goku. They actually stole from Yajirobe, and apparently Yajirobe was sneaking snacks. So they stole 4 cookies from him. Yajirobe's like, hey. And May actually wants to do it for the kids after she actually got some cookies, and they all enjoyed the cookie that the kids gave her. Besides that, we go back into the present, and you have Vegeta who is training. Bulma's like, oh my gosh, I have to fix this crap. Pretty soon I gotta make even more metal, more steady metal, because you're breaking the metal off this freaking practice area, your training area. And then we have Trunks thinking about May and how he actually left her. The freeloaders, that's what Bulma calls them, Shu, Pilaf, and May, they all spy on Trunks, and they actually try to get May to get in there. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. And got Pilaf, who actually gives her some tips on what she should do. And eventually she says, get the frick out of here. I need you guys to leave right now. Get the frick out of here. So before she can make her move, young Trunks makes his move. So he confronts his self, or his alternate version of himself on being sad, and he wants him to actually get mad and fight him. And he actually landed a punch on him. And then we get this nice little title screen. Do, 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 do. And we get to see they have a brand new print when they return. They actually show Black Goku and Zamasu, charging at you. It's like, wow, that's a new print. Yeah, no more Trunks and May at all. So anyways, we have Goasu, who is enjoying everything. Yeah, he's enjoying everything, and he wants Zamasu to try some, and he's like, no. And they continue to watch. Goku's stomach actually shows that he's a little bit hungry. And Zamasu tells Goasu that he found something. He realized something. He has some findings that he's got to tell him. So he actually stood up and stood behind Goasu, and he's talking about, the usual crap that he spews out of his mouth. The fact of, there's evil, there's justice that just sprouts out of some kind of crap, that whole corrupted talk. So what he tries to do is actually, he freaking chops him in the back. So while he's eating, so he can choke on his food. He did it, but he did it and nothing happened. The first time he did it, it was a failure because Goasu was able to save himself. But he tried the second time, and this time he was going to really chop his head off. And he actually did it. But Whis rewinded and goes for the save, getting a kitty cat mitten. So she put a kitty cat mitten on his hand, and when he goes to chop, it's like, oh, frick, what the hell? And Zamasu is in trouble. They tell Goasu he was about to kill him, and they confront him on the matter. Then we have Supreme Kai, who spills the beans on Zamasu's plan to Goasu. Goasu tries to figure where the freak he came from and everything. It's like, why would you do this, man? You're from Kaioshin. And then you have, Goasu spewing crap again. His usual shindig of stuff of justice and everyone needs to be annihilated and crap like that. Well, he didn't actually talk about that, but still, it's the same freaking alley of usually where he talks. Anyways, Goku tells him of the future. Yeah, he decides to tell him the future of that. Oh yeah, you did destroy crap. You have freaking humanity and intelligence on their knees. He's like, oh, so I did succeed. So that means I don't actually have to give a care because I succeed. And he goes charging at Goku, and Beerus goes right in front of him and caught Zamasu's hand. And he just obliterated Zamasu. He did the same thing that happened to RPM, the Gold and Silver Ranger, where they just gets deleted. I'm trying to remember other ones, but there's some good other ones to actually demonstrate what happened. But still, Zamasu is dead. He's freaking dead. And meanwhile, after Zamasu's dead, we still have Trunks versus Trunks. Sadly, the Trunks from the alternate reality, he actually didn't even turn Super Saiyan, while young Trunks over here is wasting his energy because he's have to breathe heavily. But at least the good news is that Trunks actually learned what young Trunks was doing, what he was learning from. And, well, they all arrive back, almost taking out Trunks without Supreme Kai. And then they said, yeah, the deed is done. We took him out. The future might be back to normal thanks to Beerus. And Trunks mentions, but remember what happened last time? We destroyed the androids, and then nothing changed. And Beerus had this to say: if a god eliminated another god, there is no way that the space-time will remain as is. And Bulma wants to make sure that this is true. And Beerus is like, oh, so you think I'm lying? And it was like, no, I just want to make sure. And, well, Trunks is pretty, he's actually a little bit confident that things are okay. So that's how it ends. And we're going to see in the next actual episode when they go back, does anything change? As far as I had to beat. And sadly, no. You still have Zamasu and you still have Black Goku. I think Super Dragon Balls might have done something to protect them. I'm not sure. Or maybe it got weakened, or it takes actually a little bit of time until Zamasu's like, no! And he disappears. And Goku, Dark Goku as well. But anyways, that's about all that happens. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for another Thoughts on Dragon Ball Super. Definitely spread this around, like this, comment, and I'll catch you guys next time.